Good afternoon, I'm Kara Rucker. The time is now 12 o'clock on this Monday. Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy is vowing an end to the vaccine mandate for military members. McCarthy says he told the president, repeal the mandate if you want the national defense bill to pass. This is your midday update.
We will secure lifting that vaccine mandate on our military, because what we're finding is they're kicking out men and women that have been serving. They're not meeting their recruitment. I had a conversation with the Secretary of Defense even last night. But come next week, you'll see that we've been able to. And that's the first victory of having a Republican majority.
The National Defense Bill is expected to be released today. A vote in the House is scheduled to take place this week. More than 6 years since the deadliest terror attack on Belgium soil, 10 men are now on trial for suicide bombings at the Brussels airport and a subway station. The attack killed 32 people and injured more than 300 others. The Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack. 6 of the 10 men on trial for the Brussels bombings were also found guilty for having a role in the Paris terror attacks. The trial is expected to last 7 months, with more than 300 witnesses available for hearings. If you've recently bought a plane ticket, it's likely you saw the notification alerting you of a real ID requirement that was to take place next year. Travelers would need to show a valid government-issued ID in order to board a flight. But today, it was announced the plan has been put on hold. Now travelers will have until May of 2025 to abide by the new ID requirements. The implementation of Real ID has been pushed back several times. This time, the 24-month extension is supposed to help give states enough time to make sure travelers can obtain the correct ID cards. The law was passed in 2001 following 9/11 and was meant to go in effect in 2008. Taylor Swift fans are now suing Ticketmaster and its parent company Live Nation after coming up empty-handed in the pre-sale event debacle from last month. The lawsuit alleges Ticketmaster took part in deceptive practices and fraud after fans were unable to make their way from the queue to the ticket sale. The lawsuit also alleges the company violated antitrust laws, something lawmakers and the Justice Department are actively investigating. Indonesia has evacuated thousands of residents after a volcano erupted on its Java island over the weekend. Clouds of ash covered its skies. Masks have been handed out to its residents as they're told to stay away from riversides because of the risk of lava flow. Indonesia is heavily populated with 270 million people and sits on the Ring of Fire. The same volcano erupted last year, killing 50 people and displacing thousands.
You know, I feel like meeting somebody around the neighborhood today. How about it? Oh, oh, who are the people in your neighborhood?
A beloved member of the Sesame Street family for 50 years died over the weekend. Bob McGrath was one of the founding cast members of the show when it premiered in 1969. He would perform all the way up to 2017, spending most of his life on Sesame Street. McGrath's family posted over the weekend that he died peacefully at home, surrounded by his family. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll continue to follow the latest headlines for you tomorrow morning. Until then, from the heartland of America, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.